Hi, hello, welcome to Devon Monk's Works and Worlds. We are on Monday Monk 20, which is very exciting because when I first started this, thinking maybe I'd do a video a week, I wasn't sure if I would even get 3 weeks in a row. And the fact that I've done 20 weeks in a row is pretty amazing. I'll pat myself on the back there. So if you have just discovered me in this video, hello, welcome, thank you for coming. Mostly I spend a little time talking about writing, talking about knitting, and then talking about anything else that's interesting going on in the monk world. So today I have some very good news besides the fact that it's the 20th Monday Monk installation. I am very excited to tell you that the Brood of All Evil now has a pre-order. There's a link. I'm going to put it down below in the more stuff. If you just click on the little more thing or whatever it is on the screen, you can see a link and pre-order the book. This is Brood of All Evil, book 9 in the Ordinary Magic series. And you know, when I first started writing the Ordinary Magic series, I thought it would be a trilogy at the most. I wrote the first 3 books and I thought, that's it. I've kind of told the story of here's a little vacation town where the gods, go to the beach and vacation, and where there's monsters and supernaturals, and our girl Delaney tries to keep the peace. I thought I had kind of told most of the story. And then I thought, well, I'll do a couple little holiday novellas, and then that became book 4, where I did a story specifically from Jean, which is the youngest sister's point of view, and Myra, which is the middle sister's point of view, and Delaney, which is the oldest sister's point of view. And those all came together and became that book. And then I thought, I got a little bit more than I want to say. So now we're at book 9. So 3 trilogies, really. And I have enjoyed every step of the way, even when it's been challenging. I've loved spending time with these people, and I love hearing that you've enjoyed spending time with them too. So thank you so much for reading, if you're one of my readers. I am going to do a quick reading from the beginning of Brood of All Evil. I've not practiced this, so we'll see how it goes. I recently did another reading here on YouTube. You can check it. It's back just like a couple Monday Monks back. I did a reading of 5 different stories from the authors in Dirty Deeds 2, which is a collection of urban fantasy that I'm one of the authors who offered up a short novel for that collection. And so I did a reading from Faith Hunter, Jennifer Estep, Diana Farrow Francis, and R.J. Blaine's works. And it was fun to read somebody else's story. I got their permission, so it was all good to read a little bit of their stories here on the channel. And I thought today I'll read a little bit of Brood of All Evil. So if you didn't get a chance yet to check out Dirty Deeds 2 collection, please give it a shot. It is a limited time collection. It will be out for 6 months. Then it's coming down. There won't be print versions available. There won't be ebook versions available. It's just we got together and we thought, let's do this for a short run together. And that's what we're doing. So check out Dirty Deeds 2 if you want to read some fabulous urban fantasy fiction from some fabulous writers. Okay, this is off to a good start if I can't even say fabulous. So we're going to start this with a reading. Brood of All Evil, Ordinary Magic 9 by Devon Monk. Check her out. It's available June 27th. There's a pre-order link. Here we go. Ready? If I, Delaney Reed, ever found a genie in a lamp, I knew exactly how I'd spend my 3 wishes. Wish 1, for the jerk god who tricked my fiancé Ryder into worshiping him to drop dead. Wish 2, for my wedding to finally be over. Wish 3, for a nice, quiet evening on the beach with Ryder, sharing a blanket, the sunset, and a beer. But instead of 3 wishes, what did I get this fine Tuesday morning? 2 knuckle-headed gods fighting in the middle of the road. Go over it again, I pushed at Crow, who is the god Raven. His long black hair was pulled back in a single braid, and he wore a t-shirt advertising his glass-blowing studio, The Nest. He stood his ground and glared daggers, no, make that swords, at Odin, who was the god Odin. He's an ass. Crow tried to sidestep me. I moved into his space, body checking him and shoving a hand on his chest again. He took a quick backward step. He started it, Crow said, stabbing his finger toward Odin. But I am more than fucking happy to fucking end it. Sorry for the F words, people. Behind me, Ryder warned Odin to stand there or get ready to explain things while cuffed and cooling his heels in jail. The seagulls called out overhead, hoping someone had brought French fries to the fight. We hadn't gathered a crowd yet, mostly because it was Tuesday and the two gods had decided to duke it out on a side street. Also, now that summer had faded into early autumn, the crowds of noisy tourists had drifted away from Ordinary, back to their workaday lives. We'd still have tourists, the ocean, and our local Valkyrie Birdie's constant community events, festivals, and contests would make sure of that. But I, for one, was looking forward to a little quiet around here. Settle down, Crow. I gave him another push just to make sure he was listening. His brown gaze flicked to mine, and there was amber fire there. Stay out of this, Delaney. No, I said mildly. I don't think I will. Do you want to tell me why you two are going at it like kids in a schoolyard? No. Odin was telling Ryder much the same, just a short, blunt denial. Are you going to start fighting as soon as you're out of my sight? The stubborn set of his jaw told me all I needed to know. Ground rules, then. I stepped back. Keep the conflict resolution reasonable. That means words, not fists. And if you absolutely must fight, no property damage, no property destruction, no hospital stays for you or others. Got it? Crow's smile was hard and flat. Sure, Delaney. No property damage. He shifted his glare over my shoulder to Odin. Odin's gray hair was wild around his head, his beard cut shorter than usual, his plain plaid shirt dusty and smelling of cedar. The eye patch he wore today was forest green and set off the light in his one clear blue eye. He looked scruffy, temperamental, and every inch the chainsaw artist he was. I have better things to do than to come back here and drag you to jail, Crow, I warned. For Christ's sake, can't you just drop whatever it is? He looked away from Odin and focused on me, really focused on me, as my almost uncle instead of as an angry god. His smile this time was kinder, less mocking. I won't guarantee I won't hit him again, Crow, but I can promise he won't end up in the hospital. He shrugged. For long. He was still annoyed, the clench of his jaw, the sharper line of cheekbone, the square of his shoulders. There was war in him, but it was, at the moment, tempered. You want my advice? I asked. No. Let it go. Whatever is between you, set it down. You're supposed to be living a quiet, relaxing life here, remember? You can fight with the other gods when you leave. Kiss and make up. He can kiss my ass, that's what he can kiss, Odin grumbled. Crow rolled his eyes. Ryder's phone rang. Just stand there, all right, he told Odin. I'm not going to change my mind. Well, that was interesting. Does this have something to do with Ryder? I asked Crow. What? No. Why would you think that? Because I know what a lie looks like on your face? He stuck his tongue out at me. I swear, if this is somehow about the wedding, he picked Crow over me, Odin bellowed. Because I'm the best man, Crow shouted. I stared at the sky. Is there a god I can pray to that will make you two shut up? No, they both said. That's it. That's a little beginning of Ordinary. Delaney starts off with a couple of gods in a fist fight. So that's book 9. I'm very excited about it. It went off in directions that I wasn't expecting, and I'm very happy that I followed along with it. Okay, so what else is going on? Knitting. Am I knitting? I should be knitting. I'm not. I will be, though. I'm going to start something tonight. That will be given away in the newsletter that I will be putting out at the end of this month, right around the time that Brood of All Evil releases. So if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, it's free. Do it on the little link that I'll put down there. And if you're a subscriber, that means you are officially in the running to get one of my free knit toys that I hand make and I give away. Last newsletter at the beginning of this month, I don't usually do 2 newsletters in a month, but we had Dirty Deeds coming out at the beginning of the month and Brood of All Evil coming out at the end, so I wanted to do a newsletter for both of them. And anyway, in that newsletter, I gave away 3 toys, the frog, the manatee, and the panda bear, the panda bun, and I only had one person, one winner actually get back to me and claim their prize, which is the winner claim the prize for the manatee. Yay! So now I just have the frog and the panda bun, and that I'll give away again because no one has contacted me. The winners haven't contacted me. And I will probably add another toy to that. So if you aren't subscribed, subscribe. I'm not spammy with the newsletter. I usually write a little letter in it, something about how writing is going. I always put pictures of the toys that I've knit in it with links to the pattern in case you're a knitter or have a knitter in the family. And usually recommend some of my friends' books that are out and often on sale. So check out the newsletter if you feel like it. I try at the most to put out one a month. This time is the more unusual just because I have 2 works coming out this month. Okay, so that's writing is going well because book is coming out. Knitting is going well because newsletter is coming out. And the last thing is, I don't know what's going on in Monk World. It's raining still. We're having a very, very mild uh, spring. Like summer solstice is coming up on, on the 21st, and that'll be the longest day of the year. And it feels like with how many clouds we've had here, just almost constant cloud cover, it doesn't feel like we've had those really long, long days because it's so gray and kind of dark during the day. But we have had some weather that has broken through the clouds, and we've gotten sunlight, and we've gotten winds, and we've gotten rainbows. And so it's been a nice spring. I am looking forward to summer switching over and being sunnier. When I was younger, I've lived in Oregon for most of my life. And when I was younger, we would have these kinds of springs that were long and mild and cool with lots of clouds and lots of rain. And then eventually, usually around 4th of July, everything would snap over and be hot again. So I'm assuming we're going to get a pretty warm summer coming up through July and August and maybe even September and into October. Seems like our seasons are a bit of a mess, but I'd rather have rain than that blistering heat that we had last year, or the weather that kicked off so many wildfires that our sky was orange for, a couple of weeks. That was just miserable. So yay rain. I'm still on for it. And all of our plants in our yard, our newly planted trees have all grown big growth spurts because suddenly they have more water and mild weather, and all of our flowers are doing better. And so, I'm pretty happy with how things are going on that side of things. We didn't plant a garden this year, which is pretty unusual for us. We usually get a garden in, but I'm hoping next year we'll get a garden in. Maybe it was just a year for rest on that, and next year we pick it back up again. I am thinking about getting some farmed fresh strawberries and maybe some other berries. I need to get on that real soon and maybe make up some strawberry jam, or maybe even dehydrate some strawberries so I can put them in like oatmeal and stuff. I need some strawberries. So we'll probably be going out and seeing if we can get some fresh strawberries. And I don't know, raspberries should be coming up here pretty soon too. But okay, that's enough about the fruit that I'm hungry for. To you, I say happy Monday if you find this on a Monday. If not, happy day to you on whatever day you find it. And until next time, give the video a little like if you can. It helps other people find it. I'm not sure if I said that or not. But do a little thumbs up on it, and it'll help people discover the channel. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming by and spending a little time with me. And until next time, you have a wonderful week. Bye now.